knee up here. So basically, I'm in this position here. My leg here is going to stop that spin now. If I didn't have that, they can spin all the way through. But when I bring the knee up, and I'm going to come here, you collect the underhook, I'm going to collapse this leg right here. I'm going to bring this knee up. And now when they turn, notice they can't turn very far. This essentially stops that turn. Now, that doesn't mean that they still can't scoot out more and then get to that knee and start coming up. But it initially stops that turn or that quick turn. So basically, if I'm here and I get that underhook and I start doing my turn here, with that knee here on me, it's going to stop me from being able to come up hard and fast. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't be able to scoot out more past the knee and then maybe grab that knee and do my reversal off of that. But that is where we have to determine whether we go into just the real a neon valley or go into full mount. So once I'm here, they collect the underhook. I'm going to bring the knee, and notice because my body is up higher now than I am here. I'm flat here. Notice my body's lower, so grabbing this underhook, it's going to be super tight. But once I come up knee, I can lift up, and it's easier for me to regain that underhook here. Everybody see that? So again, I'm here. I don't want to stay down when I do this knee. I want to come up right here. See how I'm sitting up nice and high? From there, I can regain the underhook, and then I can come right back down into side control again. So one more time. We have side control. My opponent starts shifting into me. They collect that underhook here. I'm going to collapse and come up, and I'm going to come up hard. I'm going to come up high here. That's going to stop that spin. It's going to allow me to then collect that underhook again, and then I just got to push down. And notice I can still have that knee on my opponent just for control as I push him down. Now, from here, what I like to do, to be honest with you, is from here, because I have this knee up and my weight's already coming over to the other side. I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see. Because I'm already here and my knee is up, what I like to do from here is I actually like to step over and collect that arm bar. And notice I have the control on the other side, which is going to be a lot better than having my leg over the head here, because then they can get away. So this actually gives me a better positioning on this side, which is going to stop them from coming up on me. And I can finish the arm bar on this position here, which I don't know if anybody's rolled with me, you'll see that that's actually something that I like to do a lot. And I actually do land that very easy because it's right there. It's very good. Now, I'm going to go over it one more time so everybody can see. So again, we have side control. Now, if you're using a sweatshirt, guys, you can still do it on the sweatshirt. Okay, so this is what it would look like. I have a control here. I would get the underhook here. I would come up to the position here. I would regain the underhook here. I would step over and collect the arm. And I have the arm bar here, guys. So again, it's not the best, but it is useful. All right, so one more time, guys. We have side control. My opponent is able to turn in on me and get the underhook. I'm going to collapse, bring the knee up, come up high. Okay, so notice knee is up high. I still control this. I don't want to let go of this until I'm ready to collect that underhook. Now, one of the biggest things that I see and mistakes that I see is that when people go here, they don't go all the way through. So that means that they only shoot their forearm into the underhook, guys. That's not good. Okay, that's not good. We want to make sure that when we dig all the way through and get that bend right there. We want that full control of the arm. Even if I don't go for the arm bar, just to have this control, because if I just come here, okay, if I just do this, remember, they can always come here. And as they turn, they can always collect the leg and then pull that leg, and they can drop you here if you're not careful. And again, the more control you have, the better it's going to be for you when you're trying to, either do your arm bar or go straight to mount. One more time. I'm here. I'm going to turn this way, guys, so you guys can see. So I'm here. My opponent turns in. They collect that underhook here. As soon as they collect that underhook, guys, I'm going to pop up fast. Right away, boom. I'm going to come up, get that knee, collapse this leg. Nice structure here. I'm going to go in nice and deep, collect it. And I want to make sure I get it nice and high. Now, from here, again, I can always just bring them back down, keep that knee on, or I can always just come back and then get side control, and now I can start attacking the arm if I want to do that. But if I want to go straight to arm bar from here, again, I have the control. Because I have collapsed this leg and my body weight is on here, all I have to do is I'm going to posture, and then I'm just going to bring that leg over. Now, when I bring this leg over, I'm not going to step here, guys. I'm going to slide it to the back of my opponent's back. So I'm not going to just step here and bring my butt up. I'm going to posture, come up, and slide all the way through here. From here, I bring it out, make sure it's tight against the arm, and I come in, I finish the arm bar, noticing that I have the hook here on the armpit, and obviously the head would be here, and I have a nice arm right here, make sure I squeeze together, and then I do my high bridge to finish off the arm bar. Any questions, guys? Any questions? All right, sweet. So, all right, nice. So that is going into Neon Valley. Now, I can always maintain Neon Valley. I don't have to go for the arm bar. So if I come in here, I can come up and maintain Neon Valley, even with the underhook. But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to come forward and I'm going to come straight up. And again, notice right now it's Shannon Valley, but I would adjust it where my knee would come to the center of the sternum here. And that's where I would go. And actually, I can always extend out this way. You get the doors, grab the underhook. Right. So yes and yes, guys. So yeah, you can actually get a doors from there as well. So if I'm here, okay, the first question was, can you get a doors? So yeah, from here, I can always get in this way here and get that doors choke here. The second question was, you go for the arm without taking full mount. Yeah, so you don't have to go to full mount, guys. Yeah, in fact, I prefer not to go to full mount. The only reason why I go to full mount is because there's no option. The guy's really fighting, and he's got some skill that, he's just not letting me get what I want to get easily. So, but yeah, you can definitely go for darts. You can also go for the arm without the full mount. So from here, I can come here, or again, I can slide through, grab the arm right here. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but yeah, I'll show darts one more time right now. From here, now, the question about can I get it without going to full mount, so this is the only armbar that I can get from here, guys. I can't, I can always bring the leg over here if I wanted to. That's a little redundant. There's no need for that. This is perfectly fine. In fact, I prefer this than trying to come all the way over. Now, if the opponent is big and they're bucking, this might be a good idea to bring that leg out. But because I have this control here, guys, this is all you really need for this. So you don't really have to, bring that leg over. In fact, this is just as good. And what I like about this is that, say the guy gets to this position here, and they start holding on to their own hands here. There's really not, this is going to be easy to break because of this leg right here. Now, what I do like about this position here is that I can always come back and again keep my knee on the belly, and I can just engage this one again if for whatever reason I lose it. Okay. So for darts, now it's kind of hard to show darts because my dummy doesn't have a head. But I will fix that, guys. I'm going to make a head for my dummy. That way we can see that. But from this position here, rather than going into the underhook here, okay, what I'm going to do is I can always do a straight arm this way here. So let me just turn this way here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a super, super deep overhook here. At the same time, I'm going to collect the neck right here, and then I'm going to bring this arm over, and I can choke, and you can see the choke is right here. Ugh. That is an ugly choke, guys. Now, the problem with that is that if you can get a nice enough deep underneath the neck, you can always turn it into a crank if you go on the chin here. But if the guy is able to get to their knees, you might lose it. There's another one that you can go in after. It's called the, I don't know what it's called, but unfortunately I can't show it right now. And that's a little more advanced technique, guys. That's more like a level 3 technique. So, but yes, you can go for that darts. And again, I'm gonna show it one more time. So from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go super deep into the overhook. I'm going to collect underneath, so the head's here. I'm going to collect underneath the neckline. I'm going to notice my palm. I'm going to palm away so I can grab here, and then I'm going to push down right here. So I'm pushing the back of the head with this here so that they're choking down under here, right here. Okay, and that would be the dart choke there. Any questions? Any more questions on that, guys? Any more?
So I just did that on my partner, but he says he doesn't feel the choking under the neck. He just feels like I was putting pressure down his back of the head.
So basically, man, I wish I had. All right, so when you come over the arm this way here, okay, when you feed under the neckline, this part should be on the neck. If it's not touching the neck, then it's not going to work. So this has to be touching that neckline. So when you come over, you're kind of sandwiching the neck here and here. So
I got it. He felt it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. No, that is a really hard, very, very bad choke, guys. It's a horrible choke. I've had it done on me, and I'm telling you, it does not feel good at all. if you can get it in. That's what I'm saying. Like some of these stuff is a little more like level 2s and 3 techniques, but I figure we can all benefit from it. All right, so everybody cool so far, right? We're good. So we go from side control, we get the underhook taken, we go ahead and pop up. Again, when we pop up, remember guys, we're here, we collapse, and then we pop up here. So notice my base here. I need to have a good base because when I stand up here, remember, I need to come up high on my chest. I don't want to stay here, guys. I want to come up high on my chest, and I want to push my hips forward so that I can maintain that balance. And then I can feed in for that underhook here. Now, when do we go to full mount? So basically, it is your choice. Now, again, when I'm with a bigger opponent, much bigger opponent, give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. We had a active split. All right, so now that doesn't mean that going to full mount is a bad thing. Again, it's not a bad thing. I just personally, for my size and the way I like to roll, mount is not good. Now, I'm going to be honest. When I was beginning my jiu-jitsu career, I used to go to mount a lot. And I used to be able to control mount really, 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 really well. But that was against less experienced people. Once I got up to like the purples, the browns, and the blacks, mount is not the greatest thing. Even with me, like if somebody gets mount on me, like I don't really worry about it, to be honest with you. It's not something that scares me. Even a bigger guy, like it's not something I worry about because I know that I can get away from it fairly easy. Now, that's only because I am more experienced and I know when I'm in trouble and when I'm not. So, and again, mount, again, I'm not saying that I've never been finished with somebody on mount. I'm just saying I don't really worry about it because first of all, there's not a lot of things that you can do from mount. And second, as long as the person on the bottom, like basically if the person on the bottom does this, okay? They just keep their arms in this way here. Notice that right now my hands are kind of towards my face here. So I'm protecting my neck, I'm protecting both underhooks, and I'm not really doing anything. This is all I need to do, really. And this is gonna be super difficult for anybody to do any kind of finishing hold on you because this position here is somewhat kryptonite to everything else. You're not really going to be doing a whole lot. Basically, you just got to come here, make sure you keep those elbows in. And remember, for anybody to do any kind of hold, they need to either get to your neckline, which obviously you're protecting here. They got to get to your underhook. So obviously, even if they come underneath, they're not really going to be able to control your arms because they're here. And if they try to lift your arms, you can always just tighten up here. And they're not really going to lift the arms. And remember, they need the arms. Now, when you're doing mixed martial arts and punches are in place, that changes everything. Okay, that changes everything. So if you're doing just jiu-jitsu, again, I don't fear mount. In fact, there's a guy, Ronnie, that used to come to class. A few guys might know Ronnie, remember Ronnie. And I used to get mount on him all the time, and I could never do anything with him because he just did this. And I've rolled with so many people that I have gotten mount, but that's all they do. And there's not much I can do because, it's very hard to break that. And you can't get to the neck. Even if I, do wrap around the head, they're still here. There's really nothing that I can do. The only thing I can do, I'll show you guys. So if they're here and they're protecting, the only thing I can do is maybe try to bring their arms up this way here, and then I can control the arm. But even then, pushing somebody's, when they're locked here, trying to push someone's arm up, as strong as I am, a lot of times I couldn't do it. And I've rolled with a lot of strong guys, and I've been in that position. That's all I do. And again, they had a really, really hard time, getting up. And even if I can't buck them or if I can't bump them off me, eventually they abandon the position because there's really not much there for them to do. So now I'm gonna reiterate that that's not true for everybody. I just haven't rolled against somebody that was that great on top like that. Just now the one thing you can do, and this is what I do, and I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going to show you guys here what I like to do when somebody does this. Okay, this is the defense system, but it's not staying in mount. Okay, so let's go into mount. What time is it? 10:30. All right, you guys okay, right? You guys good? You guys are still good here? We're not going over time or anything like that. We're all still learning, right? Let me know, guys. You guys good? Yeah, okay, great. All right.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. All right, so then, now, when I go to full mount, okay, there's a few things, and this is where having the legs is going to come into play, okay? And if you don't have the legs, we just have to kind of use our imagination. The sweatshirt actually will be a great help to you right now if you don't have anything. Even just a t-shirt, just being able to see the arms is going to be helpful. So if I choose to go to mount from side control, okay, so from here, I'm going to collapse the leg here. Okay, everybody see that? I collapse the leg. So basically it's coming across my opponent's body here. Now, when I come up, when I collapse that leg, I don't want to just throw my leg over this way here. If you notice, a lot of times when people are in mount, they'll have their leg up and then they'll have it crossed here. Okay, so basically, they'll be here. Okay, this is the defense to people coming into mount. Okay, so this would be your defense. So if you see somebody that's trying to come into mount, this is what you do. Again, stay nice and tight, and they can't bring that leg over that leg. So this is why people do that. When you have side control, not only that, but it helps me also start bringing that knee in to start doing my bracing here. Okay. So this would be the defense. So imagine your opponent is doing that as well. So they have their legs crossed here. So here, so you can't really, you'd have to go really high up. Now, also, what happens is they'll hook the leg here and they'll catch it here, which I don't want. That's why you'll see a different crossing. Some people will cross here when you're on the same side, or some people would actually cross here. They'll cross the other leg. I like to do this one here. So basically, the opponent's on this side. I'll cross over the further leg. Now, the reason why I do that is because when they come up over, I'll catch that leg here, and that would be a butterfly here. And then I would be able to control and even do a roll over for that position there. So that's why I cross the opposite and not the same side. So, but you can do either or. You can do the far side, cross over this side, or same side, cross over the far side. Now, once I'm here and I collapse, if they're crossed over, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my knee on the waist and up right here. So I'm not going to lift my leg. I'm basically just going to slide it up and all the way through, all the way through, all the way through. And I'm going to come high on the armpits here. Here, okay? Now, this is where you want to end up. But when you initially go to mount, they're going to be doing the shimmy. And they're going to bring their elbows in to this position here, which is going to drop you down. It's going to drop you down to their hips. And this is where you're going to start getting bumped. And they're going to start bridging. So they're going to start bumping, or they're going to bridge, and it's going to bring you down. So if you're in this position here, they can bridge, bump, whatever. You're not really going to feel anything because you're really high up. In fact, you want to get super, super high under the armpits here. And notice, when they bridge, there's nothing really happening because I'm too far forward. What this person on the bottom needs to do is they need to shimmy and bring you down or to this position here. Now, this is what we learned last week, how to get people off of this position here. So now I'm going to show you how to maintain this position and how to go transition into your arm bar and what I like to do from this position here. So from this position here, what I want to do is I actually want to bring my legs in underneath the butt. You guys can see that. But here, I'm going to bring them in here. Now, I'm not going to lie, if your legs and your toes aren't strong enough, it's going to hurt. So notice right now, my feet are flat. A lot of people can't flatten out their feet like that. They're kind of up a little bit. And now you see my toe is on the mat, and I'm going to be supporting a lot of weight on my toe, which is not comfortable. Normally what I like to do is I like to come up and get full toes on the mat and then bring my heels into the butt area here, which now there is no butt. Now when I do that, I can come up or I can face out here, and notice there is no butt for my opponent. What I can also do is I'm going to wrap around the leg on both sides, and I'm going to drop the hip, and I'm going to extend out, and even let go and grip my whole weight on my opponent, which is going to allow me to put all the pressure I can on my opponent and let them tire out. Because remember, they're going to tire out at some point. They're going to be bucking, they're going to be squirming, and they're going to tire out. So basically, I'm just going to ride the wave, ride the wave here. Now remember, I want to bring my hips into the chest area here and right here. That's it. Now, for them, they're going to have to come back in to get a butt going. And they have to do that on both legs or even just one. My dummy's falling to pieces. All right. Any questions, guys? Any questions? You guys with me so far? So, once I get to that position and say they get tired, so I'm here or I'm here. Either one, again, is fine, guys. Either one is fine. So notice my knees are flat, or I can come here and I can flatten out completely. And if I can do that, that's great. What that does is it eliminates a lot of the buck. They might still be able to buck a little bit, but not a whole lot. Now, from here, once they're done, okay, and I have my control here, what I'm going to do is there's a couple of things I can do. I can collect the two underhooks here, or I can collect one, and I can collect the head here. Depending on what you're going to be doing, that's all you need to do. Now, I can also, from this position here, start sliding up and get to this position here, okay? From here, again, I can always collect the arm, and that's it. And that's what I want to do. Now, there's a couple of chokes from this position that I can do. I'm going to show you guys one of them. So from here, you guys can see it. So from here again, and notice now that I'm up high on the armpits, if you notice, my feet are not outside right here. They're actually, the bottom of my feet are actually still kind of tucked in to the butt area here because I still want to eliminate a lot of the movement. So notice I can lift the dummy with my legs here, and I can still maintain good positioning, and it helps me maintain this lock so that if he tries to shimmy, he's not going to push me back down again. Now, once I come here again, I'm going to drop my weight because I want to make sure that I keep this part of the body down. I don't want him to be able to come up. So I want to keep it down. Now, from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the shoulder here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the blade into the neckline, and I'm going to drop my body into that. And I just got to push down on that, and it should choke right in here. Okay, right in here. Now, another choke that I can do from here, depending on the kind of shirt that they're wearing or what, if they're wearing like a t-shirt, it's going to be a little harder. If they're wearing something a little more solid, you can do it. But I'm going to cross hands here. If they're wearing a t-shirt, I'm going to cross it and I'm going to come all the way to the back right here. Same thing on the other side. Grab it right to the back right there. So I'm going to bring them all the way to the back here. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hands together here while I'm holding the t-shirt. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to drop right here. Okay? That's another choke. So again, I can come here, drop the blade here. I'm going to posture and then just drop the body and the blade there. The second one is I can cross hands and I'm going to come all the way around the neck, all the way to the back. Make sure you get to the back, guys, and then just cross open this way here and you can drop the weight there. And that's another choke that you can do. Now, the last one that I like to do as far as the submissions is from this position here, what I'll do is I'll grab the arm or the underhook here. And I'll come up to this position here and I can do Kimura or straight arm bar or wrist lock here. So notice the position here. I just come over, control the arm, and I can attack this side of the arm as well. Now, from here, I can still do the choke here if I wanted to, right here. And then I can come here, I can get the Kimura, I get straight arm bar, or I can get the wrist lock here if I wanted to do wrist lock. So those are the three submissions that you can do or that, are option from that mount position here. Any questions? You guys need to go over anything else before we go to the next one?
Oh, we're good.
All right, great. Give me 1 second, guys.
I had a question about how you did the Kimura from there.
I'm sorry?
How did you do the Kimura from the mount on the neck and the shoulder?
So basically the Kimura is here. So if I'm in this position here, remember, I'm gonna come underneath. I have the arm here. I'm gonna bend it here and here, and then just Kimura here. Now remember, because I am a little high up, I do have to bring the arm down and then just turn it from here as best I can. It is there. It's not going to be as easy as if you're here and you can get the arm fully to this position here, but it's still there. It is there. I've done it from that position, and it is there. Normally, from this position, that straight arm bar is going to work better because you have a little more leverage on that arm bar. All right, so now, the last technique of the day, or the morning. Now, this is the technique that I like better. And I like it better because it gives me a little more options as to what I want to do. So, I'm in mount, and my opponent is playing this game here, which I hate this game. He's just right there. Obviously, it's hard for me to do anything, any chokes. Now, this technique works well and very well when they're doing this. If they're doing other stuff, it's not going to work as well. You're going to have to work it. But this is more for if they're here and they're doing this position here. Now, again, it can work if they're here and other things like that. You're just going to have to work it a little more, and it's going to be a little more difficult, but I mean, you can get it. Now, from here, or from this position here, all I'm going to do, and I'm going to turn this way here so you guys can see there. All I'm going to do is I'm actually going to posture down, and I'm going to collect underneath the shoulder here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump and bring it to the side right here. So this is where I want to do to them, here. Now,
wait, can you go back before you jump him up?
I'm sorry?
Can you go back and redo it so I can see your leg movement on how you popped him up?
All right, so from here, again, they're in this position here. I'm going to come underneath and I'm sliding here. So I'm slide here, I'm going to come here, and then I'm going to use my knee just kind of help push it over to the side, and now they're sideways here.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you.
No problem. So again, here, I come down, and again, I'm still controlling the position here, guys. I'm still controlling this position here, but again, there's not much I can do from this position. So I'm going to grab that shoulder underneath. I'm going to lift them. Once I lift, and I can use my knee to bring them up to the side. Now they're going to be here. And obviously from here, even if they're protecting here, now look, I can get in, and I can do that cross choke. And I can do the armbar. And that to me is so much easier and so much better because you got a lot more options. Not only that, but if they're being super difficult, okay, I can always get seat belt and collect the back here. And then I can just go for my choke here. And this is what we call a body lock, guys. Body lock right here. This is what I'm doing, body lock right here. Obviously, remember, you don't want to cross here. You want to go here or here, collecting the legs here. But you don't want to do this. Or you can do a body lock here, and then you scoop this leg underneath the other leg here. So this right here is the best right here, because they're not going to be returned or anything like that. Now, if they wanted to get away from this, what they would do is they would roll over to this side, which makes this now pressure on your leg, which you can break, but you know, you can always break and just come to this position here, where I put my foot right on the leg here, and I can roll over and re-get the body lock. So one more time, I'm like, don't he's falling apart again. All right, so again, we're playing this submission, this game right here. Now, remember, I'm not super high on them, guys. I don't want to be here. It's not going to work for me. I mean, it can, but it actually works better when you're down here, and I can lift up here, and then again, collect with my leg. I can push them over, and then I'm going to squeeze and go in for my cross choke. Or I can collect the arm, step here, and then swing that leg around and get the arm bar right here. And if I can't get this, I can always pull them in and get them back right here.
How did you get under him?
I'm sorry?
How did you get under him?
Under him in which way? What do you mean?
Well, right now when you did the choke with the hand, you kind of went on your side, but then you ended up on your back.
Right. So they're here and they're here, right? So I fed in this way here, and I got this position
Okay,
here,
that's
right?
under the head, right? Yeah.
All right, so this is under the head
Okay.
right here. So the head is right here, coming underneath the head. So I do my cross choke here. When I go for my arm bar, I'm going to step here. I'm going to lift up, and then I'm going to bring my leg. Remember, his head is here. I'm bringing it over right here. Now, when I go for the rear, I'm going to let go of the head, bring them in, and then get to this position here, and I can body lock this one here. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm asking. It's just difficult to get. I think it's because I was doing the opposite side, so it was kind of different. But yeah, I see what you mean.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Any questions? Anything before we get in class?
Can you redo the arm lock when you're on top? So you flip them to the side, and then I'm just trying to figure out where to put my arms for the neck. So not doing the back side, but
For the choke or for the arm bar?
the choke.
All right, give me one second. This is a general question, but I can watch you. Let's see if I. Out of that. Shin from half guard, side control. You know what, Chris? Send me a link to the video. Let me take a look. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but send me the link and I'll explain it or go over it for the next class. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So now remember, guys. Are you talking from this position here, going to the arm bar, or you're talking from this position here, going to the arm bar?
You've turned them on the side.
All right, so I've turned them on the side, right?
Yeah, and then what?
I either go for the choke or for the arm bar, correct? This is where the arm bar is, right?
Right. I didn't get the choke. That's what I was wanting to see again.
Oh, so the choke is right here, guys, right here. So remember, the head is here. I come here, and then we practice this in class. So remember, I come over, I get the choke right here. This is the cross choke. We've done this one in class, actually, a lot. So,
okay, perfect. That's what I just wanted to make sure I had that. Then thank you.
Yeah. So remember, underneath, come here. So collect the top of the head. Remember, when you do this choke, guys, the neckline should be right on this part of the neck. So remember, it's right here. If we were sideways, remember, you might recognize it from here. If we were sideways, we'd be here. And then we would choke here. But when they're on their side, the choke is right here. So this is where you would put the pressure. So when you come here, you would basically just drop the weight and pull on this one up, and that's the choke. So it's actually choking the side right here. Does that make sense? Yes, I do see your name, Yvette. Yeah, we see your name. I'm gonna take a picture right now of everybody again, so that I think a couple people came in late. All right, guys. So I don't want to keep adding stuff because I know it's hard to remember. Let me just take a quick picture one more time. All right, sweet. All right, guys. So I think we'll end class here. What do you use yoga balls for? So obviously for exercise, but as they apply for jiu-jitsu, the yoga balls actually are really good for balancing and transition. So basically the drills that I do with the yoga ball are here. Let me get my dummy out of the way. So I come here, and if I can turn And that's a drill that I like to do, which allows me to be able to drop my weight. Now, the other thing I do is I come here and I like to do the balancing part because that allows me to get a better control of my weight distribution. And you can do the balancing as well. And I don't know if I can do it right now, but basically I can move. So that's what I use them for when it applies to Jiu-Jitsu. All right. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions?
So you said you'd be submitting homework, or we have homework over this class today?
I'm gonna put it up maybe tomorrow, and then it'll be due Wednesday.
Okay, and is this going to be through Canvas or?
Yes, everything is going to go through Canvas, guys. Every homework assignment, submission, everything is going to be through Canvas.
Okay, because you were talking about an extra link that we will be needing?
To play the video, yes.
Got it. Okay.
It's an extension, but I'll make sure it gets working. Okay, guys?
Okay, sounds good. And then how often do you check your emails?
All the time. Just this morning, like I said, as soon as I started class, I sent out those emails and then I didn't check it, but I do check it quite often.
Okay, yeah, because I emailed you on Tuesday, but till now I still haven't heard. That's the reason why I'm asking.
Okay. Armin, I would go through all three. If you only talk about one, then it's gonna be like you didn't see everything else. So again, guys, as much detail as you can, keeping it short. But that's okay. If you say we learned three. My favorite one was this one, then I'm okay with that kind of stuff, guys. You don't have to go through every single thing that we did. Just, hey, we learned how to defend the underhook from side control. We learned the difference between going to full mount or knee on belly. We learned 3 different submissions. My favorite was the arm bar or the cross choke. I mean, the cross choke or, the other choke, whatever. No, that's okay. If you don't know the names, just it's the one with the arm and whatever. I mean, I'll know what you're talking about, so it's okay. No, I forgot to hit the record, but I'm going to go over what I did in a brief video. It's just going to highlight all the things that we went through, and that's what I'll post up. So don't worry about it. You'll get a video for what we learned today. I forgot to hit the record on this one right now, but I will make a video that's going to go over the things that we went over today. So don't.
Okay. Thank you, Professor. Have a nice weekend.
All right, you too. Any other questions before we head out, guys?
So I just wanted to double check the 3 submissions. So I'm trying to take notes because otherwise I forget a lot of it.
Okay.
And so I know that when we flip them to the side and we do either the choke or the arm bar, and then what I'm trying to remember the other ones.
So the other one is on mount, and you can do the one that comes across the shoulder and then just push down from that one.
Okay.
And then we did the Kimura, the straight arm bar, and the wrist lock from being on this position here. So when we get to this position here, we had the Kimura, the straight, and the wrist lock.
Oh, okay. So but I'm level 1, so I don't even know the wrist lock.
Well, you took the class today, so you know it now. But you don't have to know it exactly, but you know what we mentioned about a wrist lock. Again, you don't have to tell me how to do it. I'm not asking you to explain like every step on how to do the wrist lock. But if you mention, we were able to go into Kimura, straight arm bar, wrist lock. Whether you know what those mean or how to do them, I'm not expecting you to know everything. Again, guys, we're just. Yes, I will be putting grades on the homework, guys. remember, guys, this is all new. You know, I want to calm you guys down. You know, the homework is just for me to be able to rate you guys. I'm not gonna be a jerk about it. You know, I understand that my level ones, you know, we only got through so much, and you might not know everything that we're talking about right now. But you got to remember too that we do have level 2s and 3s in the class. So whatever you can pick up, we can pick up. Whatever you can. But what you can do is in the emails that you send me, guys, go ahead and say, hey, coach, you know, I don't know what a wrist lock is. Can you go over that? And I can go over it. And then you can tell me, you know, I don't remember the Kimura. Can you explain it a little more in depth? And I'm for sure, you know, we always have the time to be able to go through things. So, you know, it's just kind of like you guys just got to communicate with me to allow me to, you know, show you guys what you guys don't know or what you guys are missing and what I can actually teach in class. Because, you know, right now I'm going off of what we left off in class. And that's it. So the class recordings will be up after the homework is due. So the homework will be due Wednesday, maybe 5 o'clock. The video should be up after that. So that gives you enough time to you know, go over it and practice before the next class. Yeah, again, guys, any problems, anything, you can always just email directly. So, you know, again, communication, guys, is best. If you guys communicate with me, then that's all you need. Just communicate with me, let me know, and I will, you know, do my best to make sure everybody has a great experience and can get the most benefit from this class. Okay, guys? All right, cool. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend, and you guys stay safe. And yeah, guys, have a nice weekend. Stay safe, and I will see you guys next Saturday. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna end recording, and if you have any questions, again, just go ahead and email me to my email.
Bye. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a nice weekend. Have a nice weekend, guys.